So just like yesterday, and I'm going to say it today, normally we don't do prototype aircraft on my channel. However, I am going to bring this one up mostly because I'm still upset that it lost out the contract to the F-22 Raptor, and we're going to get into it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about the YF-23 Black Widow II. It was built and manufactured by Northrop from 1989 to 1990, and only 2 of these prototypes were ever built. So the Raptor and the Black Widow 2 were head-to-head for the stealth fighter aircraft program, and the only thing that kept the Black Widow from winning was the fact that it wasn't as agile as the Raptor. According to the program and during testing, the Black Widow 2 was faster, could carry more armament, and could go further than the Raptor ever could. The 2 working prototypes, one of them was painted completely gray, nicknamed the Gray Ghost, and the second one was painted a gray-white, or it was like a two-tone gray, and it had a red hourglass on the underneath of it. This was unofficial. It was to warn ground crews that it was a dangerous machine, but that's what led it to have the nickname Black Widow 2. As soon as Northrop found out about it, they had it completely removed. Now, without getting too far into the specifications and the entire design and manufacturing of this thing, because it honestly would just take way too long, a couple key notes here. You see there is a separation between the fuselage and the engine nestles, and then there's this little exhaust trough. We'll call it an exhaust trough. So that was to help with, instead of using like elevators to bank right and bank left, they would use that as like an early version of thrust vectoring, and that was to help with agility in the air and maneuverability. And I think it's important to note here that the F-22 Raptor does use a very similar concept for the thrust vectoring. It also takes a very similar concept for the design and the manufacturing. They have very similar avionics, radars, telemetry. A lot of it is very, very identical. I think that's a very important note. But at the same time, the Black Widow it's objectively a cooler name than Raptor, and I defy you to tell me any different. Now, obviously, the Black Widow lost the contract, and both aircraft, the prototype aircraft, were retired, and one resides at the National Museum of Air History, and the other one resides in the Western Museum of Air History, and you can still see them both today. And that is your brief history for today.